What's up, everybody? I've got my pro panel here, and we're going to talk about Modern Horizons' impact on the Modern format. Now, this is entirely new. Like, this has never happened before. It's right there in the name of the set, Modern Horizons. What do you think has been the impact, at least as far as this tournament goes, Seth?
Well,
Ogak.
Has it ever been the case that there was a banning and then potentially the deck just got better? I feel like that's a first for us.
Yeah, I've heard that from a number of pros.
That's certainly a
I
debate.
want to say that has happened before.
I was about to say.
That's Shadow.
Okay, because well, I don't know if the deck got better. It was just still tier 1.
Sure.
Like this one just got better potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are we allowed to say what we're playing? Because I'm playing 0 mana 8/8s at this tournament, and I'm not afraid to say it. Like, the deck, we were testing it for a while, and we're just like, oh, wow, this is just busted. Like, it didn't feel like, I guess I didn't play that much of the previous versions of the deck, but it feels like if you didn't get better from Modern Horizons, like if you didn't at least gain a card or two, then like the power level of everything has just gone up, so you're probably getting worse.
So I want to talk a little bit about why you think the deck is better after the Bridge from Below ban.
Oh, if you're asking me, that's a good question. First of all, I think probably because the deck was misbuilt before. The 2-mana artifact, the altar, was probably just not correct to play in the first place. Maybe it was when you have Bridge, but it wasn't like a good card. And if you guys disagree with me, definitely can say something. But
I agree with you.
Yeah. I really love Satyr Wayfinder in the deck. I think the deck earlier was mostly just red-black variants.
Right.
And like the innovation of that card as just another way to put cards in the graveyard while getting a land in your hand, which also brings back your Bloodghast, and now you have your third land for Faithless Looting, and you have another creature that's green, so like now you can convoke a Hogak in the same turn if you put it in the graveyard or if you have one in your hand. Like, you already have gone through like a quarter of your deck by turn 2, and like you're very likely to just have a GAC on turn 2. Like, I was telling BBD, we were playing games, and he kept going, well, you have Hogak every single game on tier 2, and I'm like, yeah, like, what do you expect?
That's what I'm doing.
I was like, you can miss once. You can have one turn 2 where it's like turn 3 Hogak. You'd have a turn 3 Hogak once. That'd be okay. But.
The deck was doing so well with Bridge that people maybe like there was just a stock list.
No need to innovate.
Yeah, nobody even touched it. It was just doing so well. The win percentage was so high. But now that they actually got rid of something, people actually started moving, thinking, theorizing, and it actually tuning the list. And I think it just got better.
And the other thing about the deck now, with the green version at least, is that you have more answer to the hate cards. Like, you have answer to ley lines, which the other deck, it's like if they put a Rest in Peace or a ley line out, you can't really do anything with your altars at that point. Like, it's just useless. So
I've got to ask you, though, Brian, other cards from Modern Horizons that you think will make an impact this weekend?
I'm thinking specifically 3 cards. Urza, Lord High Artificer.
All right.
Arkham's Astrolabe.
I see where this is going.
And Goblin Engineer.
I feel bad for you at this point.
Yeah, do you?
Are you sure you don't want to just play Hogak?
You guys are playing 0 mana 8/8s.
And you're playing 4 mana 1/4.
4 mana 1/4s, but I'm also playing 3 mana 1/4s too, and 2 mana 1/2s. Let's not get
you're
crazy.
playing Squire, Horn Turtle.
Yep, that's right.
And another thing about what most players may not be thinking about is the lands. Like, I've seen burn, like, all of a sudden they sack their Sunbaked Canyon, and then they have their last burn spell, or like Waterlogged Grove, or like whatever it may be. Like, the sack lands are definitely
one of the things I want to say is like what Seth said at the beginning. Like, if your deck didn't gain anything, it probably lost out, and that's kind of how I felt about, like, for example, a deck like Humans, where I didn't really feel like Humans gained anything from Modern Horizons. I got a couple of cards, but not like major upgrades, and so like that's a deck that I'm looking at as just like majorly lost out.
Yeah. Also, everybody again Plagued Engineers, which is like really bad for Humans.
Renin 6, Plague Engineer.
Yeah.
All right, so a power upgrade in Modern is what I'm hearing. That's a little look at what Modern Horizons has brought to the format.